Today's video is a very simple one-layer card, and these are actually my thank you cards for my online orders this month. And the stamp set is from Celebration. It's called Pedal Pusher. It's a super sweet stamp set with the bike and all kinds of different things you can add to the basket and some cute expressions. So these were really fast and easy to put together, but they were really fun. And sometimes I think the quick, simple cards are sometimes the best cards. So I'm going to show you really quickly how I put these together. They're a real cinch, but nonetheless I thought I would do a little video for you. So my card base is a piece of our Whisper White, which when folded measures 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm just going to take my bone folder and put a really good crease in that. Now I'm taking my bike stamp. It's a photopolymer stamp. I'm just going to stick that on my block. And I find photopolymer stamps much better on our paper piercing mat. So I stick that underneath my cardstock there. And I like to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink with my photopolymer stamps. So inking that up really well. And just stamp it down. Cute. And the choice of the bits and pieces that can go in your basket are some flowers, some bread, grapes, and a bottle of wine, some hearts. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and do the hearts because I haven't used them in the basket yet. Adorable. Now I'm going to stamp this sunshine, and this is from the Project Life by Stampin' Up! Memories in the Making set. Using Daffodil Delight. Now I'm going to do some coloring. I want to color in some grass, which will also ground the bike. So I'm using my Always Artichoke ink pad, squeezing it to get a puddle of ink on the lid. I'm going to use my aqua painter, which has a bit of water in it. Just go into the lid, and I'm just going to go right across, right down to the bottom edge of the card. Alright. I'm using my Real Red marker to color in the bike. Now I'm using my crumb cake for the basket. Taking my Coastal Cabana, and this is going to be for the bike seat and the fenders. Just going back on top just to add some darker blue. Now I'm taking my gray marker and doing the petals. So you can see this actually comes along pretty quickly. My Sahara Sand for the bike handles. And I'm going to use Blushing Bride for the hearts. Going back over to add some darker. This would also look cute with different colored hearts coming out of the basket. Now I want to add some sky with some clouds. So what I've done is I've taken my scallop circle punch, just punched out some scrap paper and just adhered the two pieces together. Taking my Pool Party ink pad and a sponge. And I'm just going to cover up my sun a little bit, and you could pounce lightly or you could go in tiny little circles, and I'm going to go in tiny little circles. And then you just move that stencil around. And you can see it's starting to make a cloud. So there's not really a right or wrong way for doing this. You just play around with your stencil and you'll start figuring out how you like to build your clouds and whatever works for you. The cool thing is it's always different every time you do it. And it's always a surprise when you kind of move away the little stencil. But it's also a very fast way to get a background. And I'm just going literally right on top of the bike because the blue is so light, it's not going to matter. You're still going to have your colors from your bike come through, and the handles are going to be done with my white pen anyway, so that's going to be fine. So hopefully the camera picks that up. Otherwise I will have pictures on my blog. But I now have, of course, my ground, the sky with some clouds and the sun. Now I'm taking my In the Meadow stamp set, which is another great stamp set, and I'm taking this image right here with the flowers and the grass. I'm going to take my markers and go directly onto the stamp and color in my flowers. So I just put some Melon Mambo, and now I'm taking my Rich Razzleberry. Some pumpkin pie. And my Always Artichoke marker. And I'm coloring in all the grass, some of the leaves. Using markers direct onto the stamp is still one of my very favorite things to do. Love the effect. So of course, some of that ink may have dried, so you just huff on it with your breath to re-moisten it. And then I'm stamping right down on the corner, stamping off a little bit. So I have that. Now I'm going to take my blending pen and pull some of the colors into the flowers and that grass. Taking my white gel pen, doing the little hand grips. And then lastly, I'm taking my One Big Meaning stamp set and this little stamp here, a little thanks. I went ahead and stamped it on some scrap Whisper White. I'll just show you. When I'm trimming my cardstock for different projects, if you're like me, you have tons of little strips like this, and I really hate even throwing the tiniest little strip in the garbage. So I actually save them, and they're perfect for little banners. So I went ahead and stamped it in real red, and I should also say that I quite often stamp extras with the thanks and, you know, hellos and different little things like that. So I have banners ready to go all the time. So now I'm taking my dimensionals and I'm going to cut one dimensional in half. Put it behind my banner. Pop that on the card. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of Dazzling Diamond glitter to the hearts. there's my card. Super sweet, really fast. And again, here are the other ones that I made. This one using the bottle of wine and the bread. And then the rest were all with the flowers in the basket. So it really doesn't take long to put together a bunch of these cards if you were going to give them away as a little gift, or just if you need a card in a hurry. So if you don't already have this adorable petal pusher stamp set, you're going to want to hurry and get it because it's only available during Celebration. Celebration ends this month, March 31st, 2016, and you can't buy it. You can only get it free. So with a qualifying order, you can get this stamp set for free. It's stinking adorable, and I know you'll love it as much as I do. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Happy stamping.